Hi, today I want to chat with you about the top 5 ways to stay safe this Halloween. Tip number 1, know that Monday is October 31st and in fact Halloween. If you get home from work and want to enjoy a nice glass of iced tea on your front porch, and all of a sudden you see an individual coming your way looking directly at you. They've got a creepy mask on, they've got a bag, and they are beelining to you. More likely than not, that individual is going to be a trick-or-treater as opposed to someone who is going to cause you harm. Tip number 2, can you use a firearm as part of your costume? And the answer is probably yes, as long as you've got a license to carry. If you choose to be a cowboy or a cowgirl on Monday evening and want to open carry a firearm, a real-life firearm, just make sure you've got that license to carry and that firearm is carried in a belt holster or a shoulder holster, and you should absolutely be fine. Tip number 3, can you carry while trick-or-treating with the kiddos? And the answer is yes, as long as you've got a license to carry. But be very, very careful here. If you're out in the neighborhood, probably fine. However, if you are choosing to enjoy Halloween at a school, then make sure that you leave that firearm in your locked motor vehicle. You cannot lawfully carry in the building. And if there is a school activity going on around the building itself, on the school grounds, on the playground, do not have your firearm on you. You will be committing a crime. That brings us to number 4. What about creepy clowns? We've seen in the media lately that there have been some clowns hanging out on people's property, and individuals have gotten in trouble trying to shoo these clowns away by firing warning shots. Don't do it. These people are trespassers. We cannot use deadly force against a trespasser. I don't care how creepy their clown mask is. Call law enforcement and let law enforcement deal with these people. That brings us to point number 5. What if there's an individual who would rather be a trickster as opposed to give you any treats? Say that they want to egg your house in the nighttime. What can you do? Well, egging an individual's house is considered a criminal mischief under the law, and you may be justified in using force or deadly force against somebody committing a criminal mischief. However, remember that you must be acting reasonably anytime you use force or deadly force. Now, are we going to find a jury who says, yeah, that was reasonable to use force or deadly force against somebody committing a criminal mischief? I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's highly unlikely, being that it is Halloween and that is a day known for tricks and for treats. Now, with that said, I want to wish you and your family a very, very happy Halloween.